Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Isabelle de Staler. I'm the Dean of Business. Delighted. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to this virtual graduation celebration for our fall 2020 graduate. While the ongoing pandemic prevents us from celebrating your graduation in the usual way, it doesn't mean that we can't celebrate. And I really hope you're taking some time to reflect on these important milestones and take pride really in the fact that you are now university graduates. Before we begin, I would like to thank Dr. Jillian Shepherd for the wonderful music that opened our celebration. So Jillian is an accomplished musician. She's also a music instructor. She teaches in our faculty, and she is the educational support coordinator for our MBA in Social Enterprise and Entrepreneurship program. Thank you for joining us, Jillian. It's wonderful to have our in-house performer. I would also like to welcome everybody who's watching today. In addition to graduates, we have instructors, faculty, staff members, and hopefully parents and friends. Through your guidance and support, you have played an important role in getting all students here today. And we thank you for that. We celebrate today's achievement with all of you. This fall, we have 149 graduates from our undergraduate and graduate programs, including the very first class of our MBA in Social Enterprise and Entrepreneurship program, or MBA SEE. We are really thrilled that this first cohort of this innovative program is now, ready to head into the world to make a positive difference in society. We're really proud of them, as we are really proud of all of our graduates. Convocation is a really special time in the life of a student, and achieving a university degree is a significant achievement. It represents, hundreds, if not thousands of hours. Remember these papers, group meetings, presentation. That was hard work, and you really have earned the right to celebrate today. You have put a lot of time, a lot of effort into your studies, often while juggling family, work, volunteering, and personal challenges. So really well done. And this year, you've also had to manage the stress, interruptions, and uncertainties caused by this pandemic. It has been a challenging year for everyone, faculty, staff, students, and I would say deans included. It's a really difficult time. It has been a difficult time for everyone. We have done our very best to support you. And I have really been impressed with the resilience of everyone in our faculty, from instructors who have converted courses to remote delivery, to students who were still able to complete their studies. As Dean, I am so proud of everyone at our faculty, and it gives me really great pleasure to congratulate and celebrate our graduate today. We have with us today a number of speakers to help mark this special occasion. Dr. Tom Cooper is an award-winning professor who has been with our faculty since 2027. Brent Marsh is a graduating MBA student who finished at the top of his class and is a former president of the MBA Students Association. And finally, Lisa Brown is an award-winning social entrepreneur and Chief Executive Officer of Stella Circles in St. John's. First, we'll hear Dr. Tom Cooper, who is here to offer some words of congratulations on behalf of all of our faculty and instructors. Dr. Cooper has previously won the President's Award for Outstanding Teaching, as well as the Dean's Awards for Service and Teaching. And I've seen the work that Tom has put into converting to online teaching over the summer, and he's done an amazing job. He teaches and does research in the area of strategy, entrepreneurship, ethics, corporate social responsibility, and international business. So Dr. Cooper, Tom, this Zoom platform is now yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Isabel. Congratulations, everyone. How awesome is it that you get to graduate? How awesome is it that you get to graduate in the middle of a pandemic? And ultimately, this is an interesting time. As the Newfoundlanders would say, and Labradorians, always got to remember Labrador, this is it. So when I graduated, and I'm a proud graduate of the class of 1993 with a Bachelor of Commerce, it was a COD moratorium. It was not a great time to graduate from university. I still can remember the long lineups, not to get into Tim's, but to put in an application to go work at Tim Hortons. We live in a world now, and which is changing. Just like in 1993, 4 or 5 years later, those emails that I was sending to that girl I met at a conference when I was 22 were transforming into e-commerce, was transforming into the IT revolution, and ultimately those opportunities, which started to emerge in the early 1990s and the middle of the 1990s, blossomed in the 2000s and created a whole new industry where a number of graduates emerged. And for you, graduates of class of 2020, there's so many opportunities if we start to think about what could be occurring in the next number of years. Whether it's in terms of clean technology, how do we solve the problems of pollution? How do we solve the problems of climate change? For the MBA in social enterprise, how do you address social issues with innovative models and taking the lessons from the business world and applying them to sectors which really need our expertise? How do you help and assist in areas such as personalized medicine, where Newfoundland Labrador has a competitive advantage? Artificial intelligence, machine learning, so many different things that are going to be occurring over the next number of years. And coming out of this class of 2020, you're really, really well positioned to take advantage of those opportunities. There's lots of areas of potential growth. Some of them may not be in the next couple of weeks, some of them may not be in the next couple of months, but they will be there, just like they were back in 1993 as you emerge from there as well. So what are some of those things you can do to actually prepare and to think about what is going on? So there's lots of tactics, whether it's networking or volunteering or just keeping up to date with current trends, as well as ongoing professional development, are all those things that hopefully at this point you'll start to realize are just not nice to haves, but are need to haves in order to compete and to succeed and to meet whatever your definition of success is going to be. But on a faculty and instructor level, I'm so proud of all the students that I've had, and you could really see, and all the students that I know here in the class of 2020 and the students that I don't know, you've all done an amazing job. The growth that you've been able to demonstrate, whether it's your ability to do something like an analysis and looking at a financial statement, or whether your presentation skills are critical thinking. But overall, the value of the education that you've received, the value that you give all of us instructors and faculty members through your continued engagement, through your continued learning is amazing. And congratulations once again, and thank you so much for the opportunity to speak.
Thank you very, very much, Tom. Those were great words for our students. Now I would like to introduce Brent Marsh, who will say a few words on behalf of our students. Brent is originally from Hodge Cove. He's graduating from our MBA program. He came to us from the engineering faculty, from which he graduated in 2013. During his time with us, he captained the MBA team for the 2018 SCAN Health International Case Competition. The team made it as far as the semifinals with their analysis and recommendations for improving the supply chain system for Canada Blood Services. Brent is now moving into entrepreneurship and already has a tech-based startup in the Evolution program at Genesis. So this is great. Welcome, Brent. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. And good morning, everyone. I want to begin by welcoming all of the graduates as a part of the MBA, MBA Social Enterprise, MER, MSc, and undergraduate programs. Whether you're at your desk at home, in your office, or at a coffee shop socially distanced from those around you, I want to thank you for taking the time to celebrate this monumental achievement. We may not have had a traditional graduation, but that is no reason not to celebrate. So let me be one of the first to officially congratulate you all. You've definitely earned it. Now is a great time to reflect on the memories Memorial has provided you with, no doubt many of which will stay with you your entire careers. My MBA journey started in the fall of 2017. I just finished up working in the oil and gas industry and had always wanted to pursue a business degree. And I have to say, I am certainly glad I did. I have met many great people from all over the world who I am honored and proud to call classmates and friends. I hope to stay in touch with you all and look forward to seeing the great things you will accomplish. I would also like to thank professors and staff for providing a top quality program for us to learn from. This is especially true for those having to navigate teaching through the remote learning situations over the past couple semesters. It was challenging, but nothing our faculty couldn't handle. This program was tough for many of us, and no doubt it pushed many of us past the limits of what we thought possible. Whether you are studying full-time or juggling work and studying part-time, it seemed like there were endless exams, research papers, presentations, and case analysis. And yet, through hard work and perseverance, it all got done, and here we are. Although this may be the end of your graduate or undergraduate studies, it is just the beginning of your future careers. So, to my fellow 2020 Corona grads, get out there, make stuff happen, and show the world what a Memorial grad has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much for this, Brent. Very inspiring. Now I'm pleased to introduce to you a special guest and a friend, Lisa Brown. Lisa has a very special connection to our faculty. She graduated from the MBA program in 1993, and this year, and she served as the community ambassador for the MBA SEE. Program. As CEO of Stella Circle, Lisa leads over 100 dedicated staff who help more than 1,000 people each year to fully participate in our community through access to housing, counseling, and employment programs. Her team helps people who face many barriers, including mental illness, addiction, trauma, homelessness, and low literacy, and more. A vibrant innovator and compassionate leader, Lisa has twice been named one of the top CEOs in Atlantic Canada by Atlantic Business Magazine. In 2019, our faculty honored her with the PJ Gardiner Newfoundland and Labrador Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And earlier this week, she received Memorial University's Alumni of the Year Award. We have been so fortunate to have her a part of our MBA SEE, but today she's here to speak with all of you. So Lisa, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Isabel. I really appreciate that, that lovely introduction, and also being involved with the Faculty of Business in many ways, as well as Memorial University in general. So I remember being in your place, kind of, in the Arts and Culture Center, waiting to receive my degree, and being happy, but also thinking, what next? You know, there's lots of uncertainty. And you're certainly graduating now in a world that's full of uncertainty, but that's not abnormal. I think whenever you go to a decision point in your life, that uncertainty is always with you. And that can be a positive thing. So I thought what I would do today is talk really about 2 quick points and then maybe a bit of a call to action for you. And so I am the CEO of an organization that works with people who face many barriers in their lives, as Isabel has said. And I'm struck by one thing, and that is that everyone has a story in their life. And for the most part, you rarely know what that story is. Even if you know it, you don't really know what it is unless you've experienced that yourself. And so we never know what anybody's story is. And I'm always struck by the fact that I'm the CEO of Stella's Circle. Different decisions, different circumstances, I could easily be a participant. And I think that's true of everybody. And I think the compassion that we need for each other is more than ever. And I think that's really been brought forward with the pandemic. You know, we're quick to judge people. You know, are you wearing a mask? Are you not wearing a mask? Why are you wearing a mask? Why are you not wearing a mask? And so that judgment of people does not help us with our compassion. So I would encourage you to remember that everybody has a story and you really don't know what it is. You have your own story. Accept people for who they are in front of you. My second message is that you're not alone. Even though it can often feel like you're alone, you aren't. And I hope that you work really hard from this day forward to really build your network. It's about friends, but it's also about acquaintances. It's about networking. It's about diversity of thought, diversity of people, diversity of cultures. We're living in a world right now where we're dominated a little bit by social media. And so we surround ourselves by people who think the same way that we do, who like the same things that we do. And I really encourage you to get away from that and really look for people who have different perspectives and speak with them, not for the sake of arguing or changing someone's mind, but for the sake of really understanding why someone comes from that place that might be different from you, and to really engage them. We have incredible topics in this world that we really need solutions for, you know, poverty, homelessness. They're very complex issues and we need everybody working together. And it's not just about people who work in the community sector, it's about people who work in all sectors coming together to say, this is something new and different and maybe it's a solution. So I would really encourage you to work hard at building your networks. And I'm always surprised at how, you know, you have connections right now in your classes, and I encourage you to maintain them, even if it's once a year email. But I particularly encourage you to reach out to those people that maybe you didn't connect with, that maybe, you know, you didn't hang out with, or they weren't in your group work, or you weren't sure about them. Reach out to those people. And I think that you'll find that it's those people who you'll connect with maybe now, or will have the benefit to your discussions into the future. So everyone has a story. You're not alone. And that leads me to my call to action, I think. And more than ever, I think we need to show a lot of kindness to each other and a lot of gratitude. So as Isabel has said, I was really honored and humbled to accept the Alumni of the Year award on Monday night. And I was asked to speak for 2 minutes. Now, I can barely get my name out in 2 minutes. So I was really stressing over what can I say in 2 minutes that means anything. So what I came to, the realization was that I couldn't, but what I did do was I thought back to my time as a student during my BA and my MBA, and I reflected on those faculty and staff members who I remembered as having an impact on me. It could be that they were just really nice. It could be that they, you know, gave me a few extra marks when probably I didn't deserve them, or, you know, they encouraged me to do something. So I sent individualized emails to those people. There are about 20. And I was very specific to say, you know, you may not remember me, but here's the impact you had on me. And I sent those emails out with with no expectation, of course, just I wanted to say thank you and express my gratitude. Well, the responses back has been incredible. And I noticed that Dr. Tulit is on, and he was one of them, actually, even though the thought of doing his course at the time scared the life out of me. He was so generous. And so anyway, in my emails, what I said was I've made a donation in the names of all those people who've made an impact on me to a fund in name of my twin brother here at Stella Circle. And I hope Dr. Tulit is okay with me saying this, but he actually made a donation then because I had expressed my gratitude for him. So gratitude is contagious. I want you to think of gratitude as the contagion of COVID, just like COVID, and let's spread it around, extend the gratitude. You know, if you say happy birthday to someone, extend it, say, happy birthday. I always admire when you do X. So be specific in your gratitude. Spread the gratitude around because we really need it more than ever. And I think individually we can have that impact. So I extend my congratulations to all of you and my gratitude to the faculty and staff who supported you. And I wish you all the best into the future. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you, Lisa. It was just very beautiful, and I agree with every word you said. And I'm sure that all of these faculty members to whom you've written, for sure, they all remember you. So thank you so much for being such an important part of our community. That's bring our ceremony to an end. But before we say goodbye, I'd like to thank everyone who watched us today. This has been recorded, so we will share it with you later, and you can rewatch and share with your family and friends. To all faculty and staff members, as well as family and friends who joined us today, I really thank you for being part of the journey of our graduate. It means a lot. And to the class of 2020, I want to say a few special words. So during your time at our faculty, you have had many experiences both inside and outside the classroom, and I'm sure some of them have been great and you'll remember them fondly. I know that others have been harder, but you will also remember them fondly. All of your experiences with us, your successes, your challenges, this has instilled in you the skills and the value that have made you who you are today. Carry them with you as you move forward in the world. I have faith that you will remember the importance of learning, growing, and giving back to your communities. And Lisa talked about this very nicely. And we have prepared you. We hope that we have prepared you to act as globally minded citizens who seek to make a difference in the world. As graduate, and now for the first time, I can say that you are alumni. That's exciting. So you are now ambassadors for Memorial, for the Faculty of Business Administration. I'm sure that regardless of what we do, of what you do, of how much you accomplish, you will represent us well through your experience, honor, and integrity. Please remember to keep in touch. We love it when our alumni visit, when it will be possible, and share their experience with our students. We love it when our alumni hire work-term students, provide opportunities to for students to learn and grow outside the classroom. This is an important piece of what we do and how we teach at the FBA. Our alumni have supported you with scholarships, awards, bursaries, travel funding, and competition support. We hope that you will remember the impact that these supports had on your experience and provide the same. We hope that you'll provide the same for future business students. It really takes a community to prepare tomorrow's business leader. Until now, your role in this community has been as beneficiaries and students. Now, as alumni, your role will change to that of supporters and mentors. So once again, everyone here at the Faculty of Business Administration is extremely proud of you. We wish you every success in your lives. Thank you for joining us today, and congratulations to the MUN Business Class of 2020. Thanks, everyone.